And we're back. I've got some more coffee. I'm ready to play some more Magic. Um, if you see me arbitrarily meow, it's because my cat is right behind me and she wants attention. I'm trying to entice her with treats to jump up on the desktop here. Let you all be introduced, but if not, then yeah, such is Magic, right? We run the dice roll. Let's see if we can make someone say it on turn one. And we absolutely can. Ooh. I'm gonna be greedy here. Put the Legion Warboss under the Chrome Mox so that we can Trinisphere on turn one. It does deny us a way to win, unfortunately. But it also just stops our opponent from playing Magic for a while, ideally. And if it gets countered, play Chalice next turn and go from there. If they wasteland us, that's a way they can interact even through the Trinisphere, and that's not ideal, obviously, but we still have a mountain and a Chrome Mox, so it's not like we're completely out. We just need to draw more land, which is fine. Hopefully fine. You never know. We also have turn 2 Karn if we want it. We can start doing the Strip Mine combo. Our opponent's playing 12 post. Or Mud. Most likely 12 post. What do we want? No, we're going to go for Karn. Because Strip Mining our opponent every turn is going to just keep our opponent from ever playing Magic. And that's the best way to beat a deck that can get out from under Trinisphere relatively quickly. This turn they could have 3 mana and just play something, right? Now, if it is Mud, that's actually much, much, much better for us. That's interesting, yeah. We're gonna have to stop on our opponent's upkeep from now on. They also might even name Chandra because they don't realize the threat of Karn, or they might name Liquid Metal Coating so that we can't do what we were just describing. For those who don't know, the Strip Mine combo I've been talking about, Liquid Metal Coating with Karn means that I can turn a land into an artifact and then Karn pluses on it, making it so that it can't, it has 0 power and toughness, and you just destroy it every turn. They did name the Liquid Metal Coating, so I guess the Chalice on 2 would have been the best, but there's no way to know that at the time, of course. Do we have anything else in our sideboard we really care about for this matchup? Mycosynth Lattice, and we have enough mana to play it. That'll just win the game, right? Yeah. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Okay. That was enough sadness for our opponent. That's fine. It's very reasonable. We are going to bring in 2 Sorcerer Spyglasses again. Abrade is likely to be very good. All the 12 post decks play some kind of like Grim Monolith or other artifacts at ramp. Might need to name Metalworker if it's actual just mud. Fiery Confluence is also very good because it deals with multiple artifacts. Bridge is fine, Trinisphere is fine. All of our creatures and planeswalkers actually seem to be pretty good here. Chalice might not be amazing, because they don't play 1-drops except Voltaic, and they play their own Chalices anyway, so we're actually going to drop 3 Chalices. If we get one on turn 1 and we can put it to like turn... well... even putting on 1 Does nothing. Putting on 2 is unlikely turn 1, and then we can't play some of our own cards. Is there anything else I could side in? No, that's fine. We just happen to be playing against another Chalice Trinisphere deck. We can usually do our things faster than they can do their things, because we have Simian Spirit Guides. And what if they turn 1 Chalice? We don't care anyways. I would like to know if my opponent's playing Mud or... Blood Moon's going to be a hell of a drug. And we have the turn 1 Gemstone Cavern, so we can Sorcerer Spyglass immediately, followed by turn 2 Blood Moon, and then ideally turn 3 P&K. Affectionately called Mom and Pop. I've played them for a long time. I've played Skred and Red deck wins in Modern for a very long time. If you guys check out my Instagram, you'll see a fully foil with the Maximum Pimped Skred deck on there. It's absolutely gorgeous if you're interested. That's just me talking about nice things that I happen to enjoy, however, don't mind it. I'm going to pitch the 1 Fiery Confluence because I have Spyglass to deal with any troublesome artifacts right away, and then Blood Moon to turn off their land. And P&K will actually give me a way to win at some point. Ideally, a way to win at some point. And another land. Marvelous. Sometimes everything just comes up Millhouse. So they do have Grim Monolith. They have Blast Zone. Didn't see that one coming, but we're going to deal with it immediately with Blood Moon. And we're not going to let them get to tons and tons of mana very easily or very quickly. So Thran Dynamo is the least troublesome card. So we will name Grim. Now, that is a mana ability, so it actually probably doesn't work in hindsight. I definitely got excited to play a fun card and didn't think that through. Maybe my opponent will be smarter than me. We still have Game 3 and we still have Blood Moon, so it's not like we are out because of that. And they had nothing else to name anyways. At least nothing else I cared about. Everything else was mana abilities or a Blast Zone. We're going to turn off next turn with a Blood Moon. For the record, I actually love Legacy Mud and Eldrazi 12 posts. I play both on paper. The new Ugin and the new Karn have both been very, very good. However, the Ugin has been all beating. It can do things that the deck couldn't previously do, such as remove troublesome permanents like a Blood Moon. Yeah, you got it, friendo. How did they get to 4? Oh, right, they have multiples in play. Derp, derp, derp. So I wasn't fast enough. I needed the turn 2 Blood Moon to stop my opponent from doing all that, but now I get... Okay, it's fine. We still just play the Blood Moon. Simian Spirit Guide last turn would have been great, but such is life. They can now just still untap Grim Monolith and start going fast. We can attack, but we don't really need to effectively. They still have 3 cards in hand, so P&K will get 1 and 2 hits in. The Thopters are fine, and I can start throwing things. Like the Sorcerer Spyglass, I'm probably just going to pitch at them because it actually just does nothing. At this point, I might even hard cast my Spirit Guide as just something to do. If we can get our hands on a Karn, we win the game. I'm pretty sure we didn't side out any Karns. We did not. Yeah, why would you against an artifact deck, right, boys? Crack, pop, crack. Now, And if they draw an Ugin at some point and deal with my Blood Moon, then I probably just lose. But that's fine. I mean, played the way the cards I had. Game 2 I'll probably just name, or Game 3 I'll probably just name Ugin with Sorcerer Spyglass or Walking Ballista. They just didn't have anything in hand, so there was really nothing to worry about. Yeah. Speak of the devil and he shall fuck you. Oh, interesting. Well, he just has like infinite mana right now, so it's probably not the end of the world for him, unless I can manage to draw a Karn at some point. So we'll just play the next one. We'll attack the Ugin. One at Ugin, one at my opponent. It does look more and more like they are playing the 12th post, playing the mud, not the 12th post though. I don't believe 12th post actually plays Thran Dynamo. Come on, something to do. Another Spyglass. Trinisphere is a card. Opponent still has one in hand, so we might as well get 2 more points in while we can. And that also stops them from just playing free mana rocks effectively for the rest of, you know, the next little bit. They do just keep playing lands, though. There's no more cards revealed at this time. I do need a way to win, though. That is a way to win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, sorry, let me clarify. It's not a way to win, but it's a way to keep my opponent from doing the things they want to do. I thought about destroying the bridge, but ultimately slowing my opponent's and dealing 2 just seemed like just as good. Because I've got more ways in the deck to deal with the Ensnaring Bridge, and having a faster clock at this point just seems a little better. 7, yeah, they're trying to get to big things, I get that. I do need a way to deal with some stuff here very quickly. I don't think that does it. Hold on. We want to be able to cast 2 drops. We don't have enough mana to put it on 3. So we'll just hard cast the Assuming Spirit Guide. If they have Ugin as their last card in hand, we probably lose this game anyway, so it's not super relevant, I don't think. I could be wrong. You guys can let me know in the chat if you think that was derpy or not. You have 8 lands now, and that looks like a very excited tap, probably for 8, probably for an Ugin. Could be a Sundering Titan. Oh, it's just another Grim Monolith. Okay, oh, well, got all the cards out of his hand, so that's fair. Now I just have to deal with Bridge. That's fine. That, unfortunately, is not fine. Just gonna put this on 3 because why not, really? I can't think of any 3 drops that are relevant, but just in case we deal with the Ensnaring Bridge, they can't play another one right away, for example, and Ugin doesn't wipe it. Of course, if they ever resolve an Ugin, we straight up lose the game, so... One thing to consider, the Simian Spirit Guide might actually be holding me back because I only have 5 land right now. If I'd gotten Karn, I could minus and get the liquid metal coating immediately and play it, and that might have been quite a beating, but my opponent wasn't able to play their card anyways, so bought me a turn. Now I have 6, so if I ever draw one of my 4 cards in my remaining 44 cards, we'll see. This clock is going in my opponent's favor, though. Definitely, it's turn 10. They have a lot of land. If they get to one of their big threats and I can't answer it, I will lose the game. So, a Thought-Knot's here. I have 0 cards in hand, and that doesn't win the race from this point, I don't think, because I can block it a few times and whatnot. But if I get a Chandra, that's very good for me. I don't. Now we're going to name Ugin the Spirit Dragon, because that is the biggest threat at this point. Ugin the Ineffable isn't quite as good. Sundering Titan will be a bit of a pain in the ass, but not like massively so. Blightsteel Colossus can't attack through their own Ensnaring Bridge, which is great for us. Karn! We may have done it, boys. And girls. Oh, hang on, we can't play it this turn anyways because of the Chalice of the Void. But next turn, assuming Karn is still in play and we haven't lost the game somehow, by then we'll just start strip mining our opponent and they can't activate their mana rocks, which means eventually we'll be able to draw a way to win. Oh, they conceded. Alright, well, there we go, folks. Turn 1 sadness. I was definitely worried when I couldn't get the Blood Moon on time to stop them from ramping, but all they did was ramp. They weren't able to find a way to actually deal with what we were doing. The Ensnaring Bridge was a good card. Definitely slowed us down, but not enough. And with 4 Chandras and 4 Karns, our odds of finding a way to end the game went up every turn. Of course, so did theirs. They could just play like an Ulamog, exile their own Ensnaring Bridge, and just kill us. Additionally, like I said, Blightsteel or Sundering Titan or anything, if they ever found a way to get rid of their own bridge. I'm not entirely sure what my opponent was playing. I'm still pretty far in the mud category, just because I didn't see... I only saw 1 Thought-Knot Seer, and honestly I've played the main deck Thought-Knot Seer in mud, but I didn't see an Eye of Ugin. The Ineffable goes in both decks. You could play Spirit Dragon in both decks. I didn't even know if they had Spirit Dragon. The Sorcerer's Spyglass on Grim Monolith, as we already covered, like, that was me just derping out. I got so excited that I forgot that it's non-mana abilities. Keep a better eye on that in the future. And of course, like, the next turn immediately punished by an Ugin, right? So it's... My opponent knew what was up. I even called the play, but as I've said, I'm new to streaming and new to Legacy a little bit. I've played Mono Red Prison for quite some time now, but that doesn't mean I know all my matchups. I just know that I really want to play something that makes people sad very quickly and hope that's good enough. So yeah, I'm gonna take a short break here, and then I'll be back for game 3. Let's see if we can keep the win streak going.